He'll bring it out. It's Jordan.
I'm gonna try to get jiggy with it.
Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with.
Oh, shit, I'm tweaking.
Got for the touchback. The offense lining up for a first down play. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And they got him for the sack.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
On the run, it's Jordan. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Dances away. The throw.
Defense.
And the misconnection on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. He's going to run it. And he gets enough to move the chains and then slides to a stop.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Coming after it.
Yeah.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't get the big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Really nice job by the defense. The offense has the whole playbook open to him on 3rd and short. They try to slip in the screen. Did not fool the defense at all. Nice stop by the defense.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Makes the grab well past the sticks. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Ducks! And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they close the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass. He'll call for the fair catch here. A first down for the offense. Quarterback will audible. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Jordan. Out of the backfield, he's open.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down?
This is an interesting decision now for the head coach. You're trailing very early in the game. There's a lot of football left. But you're in a situation where you could go for it here and try and answer after your defense gave up that touchdown on the opening drive.
Already down a score early, the last thing you want to do on your first drive is give it right back to them, so they'll go for it on 4th down. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. They'll operate out of split backs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
After the incompletion, let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd and 10 from the 33. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. They're bringing heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Scrambling away.
Weird.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. So now to start the 2nd quarter, they'll line up and try a field goal. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
Fair catch called for and made. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, Dan.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. And the Noles will have it 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Jordan. Going for the big play. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown Seminoles. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Jordan. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick.
He uncorks one deep. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
Yeah, and I tell you what, a lot of times you roll your quarterback to the right or to the left, and in this case, the right. And you're trying to get him outside the pocket to buy him a little bit of time, get him off that spot, take some deep shots, and he missed, but it was a nice shot down the field.
Defense.
The pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Pocket starts to collapse.
Defense.
Another incompletion on third down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Three straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Going over the top. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
And he's knocked down. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Snap it to the back.
Sir.
And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Florida State. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Jordan. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and
he gets downfield for the big catch. He's off to the races. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple of carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Yeah.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. This defense didn't hang its head. They stood tall after the big play. 3rd and goal coming. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Trying to take it back. And a super return as he takes it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Some defensive players just have a knack I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed. It's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it.
Oh, my God.
It's just a knack.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The Ducks have taken it inside the 20. Back to pass, it's Lagway. Now he's going to glide away from pressure.
Yeah.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Yeah. And nah, bro. Yeah, nah, that shit let you know that your controller was going dead before it went dead.
The Ducks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime.
Going deep.
Oh,
and it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got his man quickly. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. And the Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Caught in the backfield. It's Quinn. At midfield, he's got room. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at 26.
How nice is it as a quarterback that you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Finally stopped at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 6. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He'll keep it himself. And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Now down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Jordan. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Going for 6.
That was so stupid of me.
It's picked off.
That was so
and they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
You got to be sharp in the red zone. You can't turn the football over in the red zone. You got to be crisp. You got to be on time. You can tell the QB wasn't on time. The defender made him pay. Yeah. Nice interception, stealing points now off the ball.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. So 1st down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on 2nd down.
Reese, I got him right. Okay, I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Let's forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it.
Come the fuck on, my child.
The defense snatches it, and they're going the other way.
Yeah.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble.
We're going to take over, man.
Guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally. You got to be in the right place at the right time.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Seminoles racing to the line in the hurry-up.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
Going to try to get it himself. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks. The Seminoles will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Knocked down after a gain of 1. They'll mark it at the 6 as they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw, it's Jordan. And
I had it.
Way too far for everybody.
I had it.
One final play before the end of the quarter. Quarterback checking off. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, no! They take the lead with the 6.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty, you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. The kickoff unit about to go to work. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. 1st down to start the drive after the break. From the shotgun.
Come on, man. Where the fuck is you going, bro? How the fuck you get back there and they got no awareness when you get back there?
See, they need more.
What type of shit that is?
It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game.
So stupid, bro.
Get the afterburners, kid. At the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Ducks. They've got the lead here in the 4th. This one's big to make sure they can't beat you with a field goal. He's got it, and the lead is up to a field goal. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that pass rush.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Dropping back, it's Jordan. They're trying to get to it. A little floater there that falls incomplete. The Noles will hustle to the line. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And that right there might be the play that they look back on if they end up winning this game as the key play in the game. In a 2-minute situation trailing, you're just trying to get a completion to get the momentum going, but they come up with a huge explosive play, and that might be the one that wins the game.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. He's going to take off. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. And the Seminoles have pushed it inside the 20. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grab near the marker. It's Jordan.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Going up top on 1st down. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. Quarterback checking the play. Looking to pass. It's Jordan. Feeling some heat. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Unloads it left. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And after that incompletion on 3rd and long, because of where they are in the field and because they have a narrow lead, you'd expect this team to just go ahead, kick the field goal, and take the points.
It's good. David Jesse, they find a way in the waiting seconds to tie it up. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He's going to pass.
Yeah.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. They'll run it from the gun. Puts him in the spin cycle. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
Defense.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. Touchdown, Oregon! And they're on top here in overtime. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that
You
hole.
fucking shitting me?
Through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Looking left. He makes a catch. Touchdown, Seminoles. Got it in for one part of the job, and now the 2-point conversion attempt is coming. They opt to go for 2 to try to tie it up right now. Using the quick game. They get the 2-point conversion, and they needed it to force double OT, and that's where we're headed. Here in the 2nd overtime, they'll snap it on 1st down. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. First and goal, they'll try to take the lead here in the second overtime. Turning to the running game on first and goal. Touchdown, Florida State. That score gives them the lead here in the second overtime.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
They got it. Executed beautifully, and the lead is 8 in double overtime. Defense going to use a timeout here to make sure everyone is crystal clear on their assignment here in overtime. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
At this point of the game, you just got to wonder if the defense is getting tired. Here in OT, they just don't seem to have the punch up front that like they had earlier in the game, and they're just playing on their heels.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2.
Yeah.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
This is a defense that comes to play every week with bad intentions, and they set the tone in games by making hits like that. They've got players on defense that play downhill, and they come flying in. If you're a ball carrier, you better get down. You keep trying to fight for extra yards, or you don't have your head on a swivel. Watch out, because these dudes lay the lumber.
And his throw is incomplete.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
This, the biggest play of the game so far. Going for it on 4th down in overtime. Forced out of the pocket.
So
Grab the desperation 4th down play, and this one is over. What a thriller. What a confidence builder to be able to come up with a win like that in overtime.
This team has to love their ability to come up with big plays in big moments. How about in overtime, the individual efforts we saw, this team playing as a unit, doing enough and doing everything that was needed to get the W.
It's such an exciting game, up and down, back and forth. It's heartbreaking if you lose, but when you come through with these games late in the ball game, it gives you confidence throughout the season to continue to build on it. What a great win.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.